for this. Fuck y'all thought. Get him shot. This that boom bap hard shit, shooting down the target. Send my regards to his mother and his father. Consumed by the demons, I purge it from my conscience. Load another clip, let it go, I got a monstrous flow hysterical, let him know we act retarded. This a crucial conflict, these bars sick as nauseous. As AIDS is real, as apes is Congo. As deadly as Rambo on the sights of a longbow. Harm your frills with my bars so ill. Guard your seal, run along and squill. If a frog gon' tell, then a bra gon' smell. Pussy on your breath, puzzled look on you still. Fuck you saying, dog, money wasted on an outlook that's doomed. Got you pacing, long look on your face like it's not a chance with Sean. EXP bitch, you ain't fucking with my score.
This beat is straight sickening. So when we spit, this shit's nicotine, physically addicting. So listen till you're sick of me. I script shit critically acclaimed. Nods for the underground, lyrically insane. Feel it in your brain as I say something wild. I bet they shut it down when JK come around. It's EXP, put it in the air, yeah, you heard of me. Slaying for a decade, it's my 10-year anniversary. Bunch of weed currency, better believe I'm currently still doing my thing, neck deep in fuckery. We the team that reppin' and made, yeah, you see that? Even the tat on my arm is rocking a B-hat. When we rap, it's a movement, gaining momentum. You better move when we do this, we'll be banging against you. We some dangerous angels of death coming to get you. Reaper style in the reefer cloud, make you keep the speakers loud.
I'm so gutter, the motherfucking throat cutter. I'm so raw like cocaine with no cutter. You know my squad is gon' bang, so don't run up. We go hard, flow flames, we don't shut up. Who want rock with me? Hit you off properly. Spit some bars, then hit the bar, come take a shot with me. Fuckers do it sloppily, claiming that you dropping heat. Yeah, you show a lot of teeth, but really you don't wanna beef. It's time to get out the sport if you cannot compete. Every time they drop a beat, I kill it cause I gotta eat. Versus if you want the heat, muscle if you want the beef. Got that marijuana cheap, tell me what it's gonna be. I'm a pro with the slick talk, fresh like a Ziploc. Keep them L's rolled, I'm ready for lift off. It's like fucking don't get it in if your shit's off. Even your chick loves my shit, she dancing her tits off.
I'm not a pretty looking son of a bitch by any means, but my personality stays shining like Mr. Clean. I'ma focus on the present, the future is all a dream. And I seen bonds break through the egos and greed. We all one, moving in unit instead of one-on-one. You're just looking stupid in this land I'm from, the guns rule. You think not, sonny, you a fool. Forget not, no not slacking, smarts back to school. Knowledge is key, confidence finish a close second. Third will be the willing to fizzle out this aggression. Part 4 is all of my dedication and force, navigating through all of you yes men on my course. High def, but I'm old school like NES, the Sega Genesis. EXP click, bang your head to this. Russell equals excellence, Boston on the map. Haverhill Mass, throw your X up in the air and holla back.
Islamic militant, death coming imminent. Styling pre-infinite, silly grin on the instruments. EXP with the intricate syllabus, cold as Inuits. For type of fire spitting, you ain't pack enough them insolence. Welcome to America, beat you for your insolence. A socialistic influence and patriots resilience. So from the king period, legend inscribed the pyramids. Taking you to war like jihadists and them Syrians. From serious, from syllables, silky smooth and delirious. Sentences, sentences smashing you sissies, that's nefarious. Hilarious, some arrogance, domination and perilous. Created the Sumerians, who the fuck is you barreling? Have you sucking dicks on barrels and bow you straight inheriting a slug down your throat like I'm JFK and you Maryland. Injecting you with sarin and AIDS is my lone comparison. Like Winehouse's boxes the way that I'm ever steriling.
Every warrior has a beginning.
I'm on a new level.
For 600 years, our ninja have brought peace to the world.
I'm on a new level.
I need warriors like you. Join us.
What do I have to do? The journey from here is yours to decide. But that is just the beginning.
I'm on a new level. I'm on a new level.
As in out, Pluto.
Ice with a dripping down my wrist one time. Living like a player, I can hit one time. Got one Glock on me, get hit a full time. Yes, it's back to the trap, it's been a long time. Selling bean pie, but I ain't a bow tie. She really can't swing when she ain't a bow ride. Yeah, you're flexing with a winner this time. Got money on my mind, it's been a long grind. Ice with a dripping down my wrist one time. Living like a player, I can hit one time. Got one Glock on me, get hit a full time. Yes, it's back to the trap, it's been a long time. Selling bean pie, but I ain't a bow tie. She really can't swing when she ain't a bow ride. Yeah, you're flexing with a winner this time. Got money on my mind, it's been a long grind.
Hi, my name is Karen. I'm a mother just like you, and my son rides a motorcycle. So please check twice, save a life. Motorcycles are everywhere.
For more information on sharing the road, visit mass.gov/RMV.
This is Veana Marie, and you're listening to Hoobazoo.com.
Oh, you wanna hit people with garbage cans. Now I got to cut you.
Good, put that razor away. I ain't playing no more. You put that fucking razor away, I'ma blow your goddamn pinky toe off.
Oh, now you're gonna shoot me in my pinky toe.
I'm not playing with you. I will blow that little black, gnarled, crusty, dead motherfucker the fuck off your foot. Now put the razor away.
You must be crazy to pull your gun on me.
You're gonna be the nine-toe having this limp in this bitch in Harlem. You don't stop fucking with me. Now put the razor away.
Well, go ahead. Shoot, hit it. There it is. Shoot. Quick, go ahead. Take your best shot. Oh.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
This is blasphemy. This is madness. This is a booth.
Staring down, looking at the blood-stained concrete. You're the dead MC, lying at my feet. You took a 9mm rhyme straight to your mind. Damn, my better split. These witnesses my time, so I make my way up the block. Get to home base and lock that up. Crack the Cavassier and grab the phone. Call one of my troops up. Hope the soldiers homie says, yo, what's up, what's going on? Make it quick, cause I'm trying to get my Stella on. Nigga, your girl, I'm in the... These lyrical assassins tried to pull a hit, and then boom, came a noise from the other room. It was the boys in blue with the SWAT crew. They got us locked up for lyrical murder. It's one of them charges that you never heard of. It's the booth. The booth. The booth. The booth. Yeah, it's the booth. The booth. The booth. Yeah, we're killing all your podcasts like the HIV virus. You want to battle this kid? Huh, don't even try this. Back the up, think again, count to 10. You want to grab that mic just to get done in? It's the booth. The booth. The booth. The booth. Yeah, it's the booth. The booth. The booth. The booth. Yeah, it's the booth.
Was he African?
African.
No. He was American, and he was like you. He looked just like you.
He was Jewish.
Just like
okay.
you.
Jew. Okay. It's an odd crime for a Jew to commit.
I'm pretty docile.
Okay, so we have an African Jew wearing a hoodie.
No, you don't.
No.
No, that's not what I said. Is that what you heard me say? I said he looked like you. Do you look like an African Jew?
No, I look like a cop.
Yeah.
He was Caucasian.
All right, your boy Sinista1 broadcasting live from the City of Champions. You are listening to The Booth. It is June 18th, 2021. And man, it's nice to be back home. I was away for a week. I actually drove Vengeance down to Mississippi when I got off the air last week. I did the show on Wednesday and then got together and headed down to Mississippi in Vengeance. It was a nice ride. Took me about 24, 25, maybe 26 hours. I thought I could make the whole 23-hour drive by myself. And I stopped at a Waffle House in Dublin, Virginia, and ate something. And as soon as I was done eating, I realized, man, I better go to the hotel room because I'm not going to make it these remaining 10 hours. So I ended up getting a room in Dublin, and it was a good time. Met some people down there. The pictures are up on my Facebook page. Stopped down there, and then on the ride back, Veana Marie actually rode back with me. She was actually due to fly out, but she had a family emergency, so she had to come home. So she decided to ride back in Vengeance with me. It was a nice ride back, and on the way back, we hit some rain in Alabama. And all I got to say is that Alabama rain, when it comes down sideways and you all got that thunder and lightning down there, and it's coming off that Gulf Coast, look, it's totally different than up here, people. Totally different. I had to pull over a couple of times, and luckily enough, we were able to stop and get food at a location. You're going to see the Booth Field Trip coming up, where we actually stopped and got something to eat until the rain, had passed through. We found a nice little place called True Soul Food in North Carolina, owned by Raynard Fitz. You're going to hear his story and see his story in the Booth Field Trip, and it's an impressive story. It's great stuff, and you're going to love it. I'm proud that I met this guy and I'm going to be doing some stuff in the future with him. As you guys can see, I've got my niche. I'm in my niche. I'm in my zone. Kevin Jefferies, Happy Hour with Lito. Niche is actually a sponsor of Kevin Jefferies' show, Happy Hour with Lito. And if you go over there and put, I believe the code is Niche20, you get 20% off your purchase of clothing. And the stuff is flying out. They've got t-shirts, they've got hoodies, they've got a ton of stuff. Also, if you're looking at my head, adorning my head, Estradaner clothing wear, located in South Shore Plaza in Braintree at Milano Fur and Leathers. Estrada has a whole line of clothes inside there, so if you want to head down there and get some stuff in, see Brandon Grimes, the rapper we've been showing this video, and Veana Marie are down there. It says again, South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Milano Fur and Leathers. They're located inside that store. Get yourself some Estrada gear and hook them up and show them some love and show them some support and appreciation. Also, getting into my sponsors, Michael Douglas Barreto, MDB Electronics. Whenever you need a controller fixed or repaired because it's fading or it's broken or somebody dropped it, you can send it out to him within 24, 48 hours. You get your controller back. It's fixed. You're back to action, ready to roll. He also fixes the expensive over-the-top controllers, too, for Xbox. He'll take care of those. It's a little bit more money, but he will definitely hook you up and take care of you with those controllers. I also got to thank my guest last week, Kevin Jefferies, for coming on. He came on at the last minute, hung out with me, did a damn good job, and big props for him for coming on. Got to also mention big props to Matty C Sports for You and Me and Travis Partington of Oscar Mike Radio. I'm also doing some work with Gloria Shea, Talk Back with Gloria Shea, so keep your eye out for that. And I got a little project coming up called Raw Discussions for the Black Community, but Afraid to Ask. That's coming up with Newbie Rateau, Kevin Jefferies, and Veana Marie. So keep your eyes peeled for that podcast. It's only 4 times a year. There's only 4 episodes a year to the season, because this is going to be something that's a lot of people are going to talk about and debate. And the first episode right out the gate is going to be something that we really need to talk about in the black community. So big ups to my sponsors and everybody who's been helping out. Also, got to mention in my sponsorships, RebelRompClothing.com. That's my cousin's clothing line. So you want to make sure you check her out and visit her website. She's got some great clothing on there. Veana Marie actually modeled some stuff for her and got a shirt, so you can check her out. RebelRom.com. Also, Tactical Target Systems. You guys know that I make it down to the range every now and then to blow off some steam, and that's kind of one of the things I do. I'm kind of like I don't go out much. When I do go out, I go out and it's pretty much low key. Unless we're doing, music stuff, and then, we're kind of forced to do some stuff. We were actually at an event at Tamboo this past weekend. Veana Marie was there, and we saw some great performing artists. King Job from Atlanta was there. He performed, so I got to thank Devin Sidney for the invite for coming out there. We saw a lot of people, a lot of pictures are up on our Facebook, Instagram pages. But again, I head out to Tactical Target Systems. You want to make sure you grab a tactical target from these guys, hit them up, make sure you ask for Don Robinson. He's got some new targets, actually, that just came out. And I might have to check them out and see what's going on with those. Veana Marie's music is streaming everywhere. She's got some performances coming up this weekend we'll talk about before we get out of here at the end of the show. But she does have 2 performances in one day on June 19th, which is now a federal holiday. June 19th is a federal holiday, and let's talk about that real quick. A lot of you guys are going back and forth and debating this whole thing about June 19th. It's the emancipation of blacks. Slavery had come to an end, and, there's a lot of people going back and forth and this and that. And let's be real. I'm just going to be real with everybody out here. Until the show Black as Fuck, #BlackAF, a lot of black people, y'all didn't even know what June 19th was. Let's be real honest here. A lot of y'all didn't even know that people actually celebrate. Some of you knew that that was the date that slavery had ended, but a lot of you didn't even know that, that there were people who actually celebrated that as a holiday. And because of this whole thing, they've now put it out there that we've got this holiday to celebrate. It's a federal holiday, so, it's going to be a day off. When it falls during the week, you'll receive whatever benefits you get. But the thing is, this is a day to celebrate the emancipation, of slavery, the ending of slavery. I see DJ Bobby Steele's out there. DJ Bobby Steele's, who's usually on Twitch, spinning the wheels of steel Tuesdays and Wednesdays. He's holding it down. He does a reggae. The dude can mix. He's doing live stuff. I know he's just like me, getting busy. People are in his inbox. As things are opening back up, DJs are becoming to be quickly back into demand. A lot of people during COVID, they put weddings off. People put birthdays off. People put everything off. And now everything's opening back up. Everybody's trying to get everybody back into the swing of things. And it's crazy. It is real crazy. Graduations, everything opened up just in time for graduations. So DJs are back. I seen Jeremy Irving. He's a DJ, and his boy, they do the club scene. They was out there holding up the money, because they just got paid for doing, back at the club. So, it's good stuff. But again, there is a downside, because right now a lot of the promoters and people out there are gouging, and I don't like that. That gouging, because that everybody wants to get back out there. Let's be real. I saw a guy who owns a restaurant, and he said that he can't cater right now because the meat prices are so high. When they told the farmers that, they got to prepare for this opening when it happens. You got to prepare for it, or you're going to have a shortage of meat. They knew this. So supply and demand, I think some people are playing it. DJ Bobby Steele said, yeah, a lot of clubs are opening up. And the bars have been down for a while. The bars have been closed since March, when they didn't listen to the rules and, have the 6 feet social distancing and stuff. That's when Marty Walsh and Baker came on and shut the clubs right down because they didn't listen. They tried to give them a chance, and they didn't listen, and they shut everything right down. So, it's nice to see everything back open. But, hey, here's the thing, people. Tonight is the night. 50 Cent is at the brand new nightclub at Encore in Boston tonight. People are already worried and talking about the knuckleheads. Look, the club there is very strict. They have a very strict clothing process of what you can and cannot wear. Their guidelines are strict. It should be a good night. But again, clubs are fully open. And what a way to open with 50 Cent at Encore in Boston. that's a crazy look. So moving on to my other sponsors and getting into my first story. Prova Brockton is back. Prova Brockton is back into the fold. I am excited. But before I talk about Prova Brockton and talk about Enrique, I got to talk about this COVID-19 vaccine here in Massachusetts. Governor Baker is going to start giving away money to people who get the vaccine or have gotten the vaccine. This COVID giveaway is going to take place for those who register and for those who have gotten it. It begins July 1st. 18 and over, 5 people win $1 million. 12 to 17 will win scholarships. If you've been vaccinated, you've been entered. If you get vaccinated, you're going to be entered. Again, make up your own mind whether you want the vaccine or not. Don't let anything make up your mind for you. I know a lot of people are going to now go out and get the vaccination just because they want that chance to win. Don't do that either. You know, make it a choice. Make it a decision. Do the right thing, you know, and go from there. As I was talking about, Prova Brockton opened up this week. Actually, last night. Tonight's the second night. See me there with my man, John C. Williams. John C. Williams is a good man in the community. He's a very vocal person in the community, so he was there last night hanging out with us. There's Veana Marie with Greg Fernandes of the Rose Conservatory hanging out together, and it was just a good time with them. And I was real happy. I was real happy with them and seeing them there, and actually seeing everyone there. It was a good turnout. Lady C&J Soul Food was there. Boston, somebody from Boston was there, but Brockton Brewery was there. Brockton Beer was there, and they're new. They're on the scene, and they do IPA. It's great stuff. Also in the news booth, I actually put this story in the legal booth. Texas has now pretty much pumped steroids into the Second Amendment in Texas. Texas just adopted permitless gun carry, and they loosened suppressor laws. Now, for those who have licenses to carry, my thing is, I already had talked about this because it was rumored that this was coming, and my feeling was that if you were going to do this, I think you still need to strengthen the background checks and the mental health checks, because as I've said before, a lot of these mass shootings are tied into mental health issues, and I think a lot of them would have been avoided if the mental health issues were taken care of behind the scenes. So we'll see what happens there. But that's breaking news. Texas adopts permitless gun carry and loosens suppressor laws. A lot of people applauding this, but let's just remember, just 2 months ago in Texas, we had a tragedy where someone left a gun loose at a birthday party, and the young boy who the birthday party was for got access to the gun and accidentally shot himself to death. So, again, you can change the laws and toughen them. You can change the laws and make them easier for people. But again, if you're irresponsible with your gun, people are going to be irresponsible with their guns. And that's what we need to make sure we take care of again. So, again, I just want to touch base on that and get back to that. Also, in the news booth, Proud Boys, since January 6th, has fallen from grace. If you guys don't remember the Proud Boys, here's the deal with the Proud Boys. Proud Boys had this kid that was the head of the Proud Boys. Remember the Cuban guy, Enrique? Remember everybody was talking about him and saying, oh, how can the Proud Boys be racist and blah, 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 blah. And I felt something was funny about it. And then on January 6th, as he's coming in and landing and doing a TV interview on the day of the insurrection, before the insurrection happens, what happens? He's live on TV. Live on TV. And Enrique Tarrio, while doing a live interview, is pulled over by the feds and arrested. Arrested. And I remember talking with Ken, and I remember talking with Rob on this show, and I said, man, the timing of this and all of that is crazy. Crazy. And what did we find out? We found out that Enrique Tarrio was a rat, a snitch, working for the feds. And now he's back in the Fed custody, And what's happened now? The Proud Boys have descended into dysfunction and finger pointing because why? Well, a lot of your Capitol rioters were Proud Boys. They were arrested, and those ones who were arrested are now singing the song and snitching because they want to get out of jail. Because mostly everybody who's been arrested for whatever happened on January 6th, they're all still in jail. A lot of them are all still in jail right now. So Enrique Tarrio is singing a song, and the Proud Boys are falling faster than Humpty Dumpty down the hill. For real. I'm just dead serious. I'm just saying it. It's funny, that the fact that he was a rat. So, good stuff. Keep an eye on this story as it continues on. Also, in the January 6th, if you guys remember Richard Barnett, he was Pelosi's desk jockey. He was the guy that stormed the Capitol and was taking pictures on Instagram and stuff, and he had his feet up on Pelosi's desk. He's on house arrest. He's on federal house arrest in his home. He can't go within 50 yards of leaving his house. This dude has the audacity. What's going on, John Fidel? I see you out there. John was up. He's a slingshot owner. He was actually up in Laconia with me and Ron Drago and several others. We took a ride up to Laconia this past weekend. It was a good time. I actually should have shared some pictures from that with you guys. It was like 6 or 7 of us in slingshots making the ride up, and we drove through Weirs Beach. It was a good scene. So great stuff. Thank you, John, for hanging out in the chat. But Capitol rioter Richard Barnett, he wants permission to go to a car show. I forget where it is, but he wants them to extend the radius of his house arrest so he can attend the car show. Are you serious, bro? This is that bullshit right there. This is the mentality of these people. This is the mentality of these people. You stormed the White House during an election, during a vote. People were killed. You were arrested for violating Nancy Pelosi's desk on January 6th, and now you want to ask to get your radius extended so you can attend a effing car show? You know how many brothers have been on house arrest just for selling weed and couldn't even get work visas or permission to see their kids because their kids live with the baby's mama or something? And you want to ask permission to go to a car show when you're doing a federal bid in your home? Get the F out of here. This is the craziness that I'm talking about right here. The mentality of these people. That entitlement. That's all it's about. And the judge, I know the judge had to have laughed like a car show? Not a funeral for somebody who's dying. A car show. If I was the judge, I'd have walked in and said, Ninja, you crazy. For real. For real. I'm just letting you all know that. Man. Heading into the entertainment booth. Once again, let me pull this up for you guys right here, right now. The Black Hesher show was last weekend for Van Bates, and the voting is still going on for him. So you want to make sure you want to keep voting. I believe it's going till the end of the month, maybe even till the end of July. So you want to get in there. You want to make sure to vote. Scott, actually from Sando Films, he filmed the memorial show in Brockton. So I actually was going to, I was torn because I was actually going to share the video of us doing Fireflies for Van Bates to close out the show from Friday night. But you know something? It's such a powerful moment that I said, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to show my stuff on this show. I'm going to wait till Scott puts it out there. And when Scott puts out the final version, he has the West Coast version out there. He just released right now. So you want to check that out on YouTube. The West Coast Memorial is out there that Scott put out. It's out there. Check it out. But I think I'm not going to show anything from the memorial show from last Friday until Scott puts it out there. I think that's the best way to do that, and we're going to go that route. And Well, I think we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But again, you want to make sure you vote for Best Rap Album. Saints and Sirens, Best Rap Album. You want to check Sure and make sure you chill with that and show your support. Also, I got to mention, this is a big deal too. Veana Marie was in the studio the other night with BBM, Bad Bitch Mafia. BBM, as you can see, members of that group right there, and First Name Shayne. First Name Shayne, they were in the studio cutting new tracks together. If you guys want to check it out right here. Loud Dope Entertainment, Joey Benjamin. Want to give you props, man, for holding us down and getting into that, man. It's good stuff. Good stuff. And I can't wait. So, Ned Beatty, Entertainment Booth, also. Passed away at 83. For those who don't know who Ned Beatty is, it's funny because me and Veana was actually having a discussion over the film Deliverance. Veana Marie has a project coming out, and she was actually... she actually was going to have the title of the new album called Deliverance. And I asked her, I was like, hey, have you ever heard about the movie from like 1972 called Deliverance? And she says, no. She's like, I heard it from this. I'm like, yeah. I said, a lot of people aren't going to remember about that. I said, the people are... So she Googled it, and she immediately was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to name my album Deliverance. The funny thing is just 2 days after I mentioned her and she Googled Deliverance, Ned Beatty passed away, 83 years old. He was in that movie with John Voight and Burt Reynolds. And for those who remember Deliverance, that was a rough movie. That was one of the movies that was almost banned. And it was just a cult classic. And whenever anybody does that whole banjo thing, everybody has PTSD from Deliverance. So crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Also in the entertainment booth, I don't know. That was it. That's actually it. We're gonna head into sports. In the sports booth, for those who didn't see, Clarissa Shields made her debut in MMA. For those who don't know who Clarissa Shields is, she's an Olympic female boxer. She's been making a lot of noise in boxing. She's taken home a ton of awards, a ton of belts, and there really wasn't much left for her to do in women's boxing. So she made the transition to MMA, and she actually took on Brittany Elkin. And she scored, and this wasn't no slouch. This wasn't no pushover. Brittany's a tough fighter. Clarissa Shields, TKO, 3rd round, and she was refusing to quit because she wasn't about to lose to a boxer. So Brittany wasn't even quitting. The ref had to stop the fight. Brittany was getting her ass whooped by Clarissa Shields. She was catching them hands, hardcore. But I give her props. She was like, I'm not quitting. I'm not tapping. I'm not giving up. I'm not doing this. But Clarissa Shields is the real deal. So on, man. I'm happy. On the sports booth, big debate here. Madden 22 cover has been announced. The MVP edition. On the cover, Tom Brady, the GOAT. The GOAT. Then up-and-coming GOAT, Patrick Mahomes, are on the cover. It started a humongous debate. Madden always starts some type of debate. Here's the thing why people are kind of upset. Well, Tom Brady was just on the cover about 4 years ago. And Patrick Mahomes was just on the cover of Madden maybe 2 years ago. Because Lamar Jackson was on the last one. I think Patty Mahomes was on the cover before him, and then it was Gronk, and then I think it was Brady. So a lot of people are upset, and I agree. I at first I thought, okay, this cover's fire, but then my son reminded me that Derrick Henry had back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons, and he's right. So if anybody was real deserving to end up on the cover of Madden this year, Derrick Henry, the running back, should be that guy. The problem here is that, Madden has gone very commercial, and for the last few years, it's been the star players, like the quarterbacks,
You know, it's kind of horrible is how they've progressed. You know, running backs really don't get that much love when it comes to Madden. Maybe in the game they do, but as far as the cover goes, it's never. It's always like a real offensive star-studded player. You know, Gronkowski, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady twice. You know, Derrick Henry could have sold some covers. I mean, to be honest, let's be real though. I don't know. Derrick Henry might have been approached, and Derrick Henry might have said, "Hey, I don't want that curse," because Madden is also known for the curse. And Tom Brady and Patty Mahomes are two people who actually avoided the Madden curse. They made the covers, and they didn't get hurt those seasons. So they are the first two to have done that. Because I believe Lamar Jackson, he made the cover, but I believe Lamar Jackson did get hurt. And he also, I believe he got COVID too. So he didn't dodge the curse on that one. So we'll see. We will see on that one. Also, in my show topics, I got to mention some stuff here. Let's get it up here. Boom, boom, boom. The BBM pictures again. In the sports booth, I talked about this last week. So we were all pissed here in Boston because people were calling, Kyrie Irving was calling Boston Celtics and the logo racist and all this stuff. And we here in Boston, we all knew that was bullshit. We all know that the Celtics was one of the first teams to integrate with black players. We know that the Celtics was the first to put a black coach out there. The first two black coaches out there to win championships. We also know that the Celtics was the first team to put pretty much an all-black 5 starting team out there. So when you try to label the Celtics as a racist organization, and we here in Boston sports fans who know the history of the Celtics, and you try to call it a racist organization, if you said the Red Sox was a racist organization when Gene Jockey was here, you were damn right. You're damn right. It was. It was. The Celtics weren't. So what happened was that Kyrie Irving, who, he got caught on a hot mic when he was here during the All-Star game talking to Durant and talking about making this super team in Brooklyn. He got caught in a hot mic. He knew what he was doing. That's why Boston fans hate you. We don't hate you because we're racist. We hate you because what you did was bogus. And then that year with the playoffs, you broke your nose or some bullshit, and then you sat out the playoffs, costing the Celtics a good run at the championship that year. And then you took off and went to the Nets, where you're at right now. Then you come back here, and what did you do? You did your cigarette smash on Lucky, which, to be honest, back in the day, if that was the 90s or the 80s, the benches would have cleared and your ass would have got served, Kyrie. Trust and believe me. Benches would have cleared, your ass would have been served. But guess what? You stomped on Lucky, and what did Lucky do to you? Shiver me timbers, my lucky charms. There goes your ankle, Kyrie. Gone for the series. That's karma for you, bitch. He went down with an ankle injury. He's out for the rest of the series. And I could not be any more happier at the fact that this dude went down like that. I'm ecstatic. I'm so effing happy at that. So, I'm going to get into some videos for you guys because, as I mentioned, Prova, Brockton, has opened up. We are back at it. We are so happy to see it. And July 30th, actually, me and Veana Marie, and myself are performing July 30th. And we're also working on another surprise date to let you guys know. But also, let me just get this up here for you guys. And let me see here. Boom, 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 boom. If you guys remember a good friend of mine, John David opened up for Genuine, for the Genuine show here in Brockton. And John David pretty much kind of stole the show that night here in Brockton at the Rock Stadium. John David's performing 2 nights at Prova this year, Prova Brockton. John David's coming down with his band early in July, and then later in July, John David is performing by himself. So you want to make sure you come out to Prova and check him out, because your boy Sinista1, of course, is going to be announcing my man John David and his band to the city of Brockton. You know this. You know this. This is how it's going to be. So, but before we get out of here, and before we talk about this show, I've got a ton of videos. I've got 3 booth field trip videos for you guys. I've got one that features Bree Nichols, who's running for Ward 7. I got one for Greg Fernandes. Both of these are from Prova. And then I've got the North Carolina True Soul Food field trip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you Bree Nichols first, and then I'm going to give you Greg Fernandes, and then True Soul Food, and then we'll be back to close out the show. But here we go here with Prova. The opening was last night. Here's Bree Nichols at Prova. I can't wait. This is one of the best events here in Brockton. I can't wait to blow this stuff up on Thursday. Look, July 30th is going to be crazy. Crazy. So here we go. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Sinista1, broadcasting live from the City of Champions from the booth. I'm here at Prova First Night. I'm here with Coach Bree Nichols.
What's going on, y'all?
Just let them know who you are, what you got going on real quick here.
I am right now out here supporting Brockton Beer Company and the local businesses that are in Prova. This is an amazing event that y'all are square if you're not here. I need y'all to show up and turn out. I'm 25 and I'm enjoying my time, y'all. It is not just a bunch of old people in here, and I say that specifically because I need y'all to know that we need y'all here. It's a family fun, kid-friendly environment, but they serving liquor, y'all. So make sure y'all get out here and come to Prova for the next 24 days and nights. They're going to be out here. Make sure y'all support. We can't guarantee instant success, but we can guarantee instant progress. Follow me on all platforms at Vote Bree Nichols. Love, peace, chicken grease, y'all.
It's your boy Sinista1. We out. Back to Prova First Night. See you later.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
All right, what's going on? It's your boy Sinista1 here with Greg Fernandes. I'm going to turn the camera around. Actually, I'm just going to put it on him. I want you to talk about what you got going on in this city with the Music Conservatory. I saw the video that you posted the other day. Beautiful, beautiful video with those young kids inspiring that music. And I just want you to talk about, because you've been on my show many times.
For sure. So, the initiative is still popping off. The Rose Conservatory is very close to really opening in Brockton and opening a lot of doors for our kids out here. So the Rose Conservatory is a classical music school that's going to be opening in Brockton, hopefully sometime this summer, but definitely by the fall. We're going to be offering so many programs for the kids in the city. An orchestra program, a citywide choral program, West African drumming program. It's really going to be all around just opening a lot of doors for kids that otherwise wouldn't have the opportunities that they're going to have now. So looking forward to really taking care of my city, making a mark out here, and really giving kids the opportunities and providing resources that they normally wouldn't have. So it's time to step it up for Brockton, and that's what we're here to do.
And social media or email if people want to contact you, help you out?
At GFernandes508 on Instagram. You can also go to roseconservatory.com to check out what's happening with that. And definitely please check out gregfernandes.com. Check out my book on Amazon, Excuse Limit Zero, How to Overcome Your Mistakes and Thrive. Got a lot of things going on, and we're just here to put on for our city. Brockton's where we're from, and that's where we're going to do it. So, it's how we do it.
All right, it's your boy Sinista1 from the booth. Thank you, Greg, for coming on. Check them out. Conservatory, Brockton, man. We holding it down here at Prova First Night. Peace. Wait for some people to come in here. Oh, I'm gonna go live. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Sinista1, broadcasting live on the road. It's the booth, and I'm down here I'm in North Carolina around. Yeah, Butner, North Carolina. Butner, North Carolina, and we was hungry, and I figured I would stop into this place. We saw the signs for True Soul Food. Hey, how's it going? For True Soul Food, and it's a great story. If you're traveling, this is something I've been talking about for a minute. People who did the right thing. So I want to show you guys this truck, and then I'm going to bring you the owner on and let you guys see the owner If you guys look outside there, you see they got a food truck. True Soul Food. And they got a nice little truck out there doing really good. And I'm gonna bring the owner on with me right now because this is a good story. This is good stuff to see. So when he comes back out here, I'm gonna let him introduce himself. He's coming out. You got anybody out there that's got Facebook? Yeah, we're on Facebook Live right now. Okay. So I'm gonna let you introduce yourself and tell them your business.
Me, myself, man, my name is Ray Nard. I go by Ray. I'm part owner of True Soul Food here in Brockton and also the one that's in Oxford. Me, my fiance, and her cousin, which is Pamela Lynn. One of the employees right there. It's a family business, man. Basically, we are a tight-knit family who decided to follow what was my dream, and you know, everybody kind of stood behind me, and we just pulled together and made it happen, and this is the end result. So one of the things why I'm bringing this kid on here, he's a young dude. When COVID first hit, we talked about a lot of people losing their jobs and being laid off, and you know, a lot of people decided to say, hey, you know what, I'm working for somebody making $15, $20 an hour and really ain't living my dream. And you were one of these people that said, you know what, tell him. I'm going to let you tell, because it's better to let you talk about it. And we're going to walk through this establishment, this beautiful place. What happened, and the way it happened is I was a floor supervisor at Dale Hayes America, which is food line distribution. I started off as a selector making like $15 an hour. I eventually worked my way up, and about 6 months to a floor supervisor making about $20 an hour, a little more than $20 an hour. And the way it was progressing, they wanted me to take steps to be a manager, and I felt like me going another route could elevate me further in the company. And it was people that got in the way of that, and I felt like that was holding me back. I got fed up with it. My fiance is by my side to the end, and you know, we talked about it, and I told her, I said, baby, I feel like they paying me not to chase my dreams. You know, they pay me $20 an hour, but I don't feel free. It's creative things I wanted to do in my mind, and it's things I wanted to do, and I didn't feel free because I was trapped making somebody else's dream come true. Every time I punched the clock, I was helping making somebody else a billionaire. When you know, I don't got a lot of time to do that for myself, so I decided to, you know, just take the next step and be my own boss and work for myself and work with my family.
And the thing is, people, this is how amazing this is. This all started in September of last year. This gentleman already has a food truck, which I already showed you. Now, this location we're about to show you is the second location. You have a first location in Oxford, you said?
Actually, the first location opened last August. It opened last August, and from September to November, business was so good that it allowed us to grab the second location. We all dedicated and came together, and we remodeled from ground up, and that allowed us to get the food truck. Now we're 2 locations in, we're a food truck in, and we're already looking for the third location.
That is a beautiful freaking story. That's less than a year's time. So people, you know, because I always talk about people, you know, in the hood, and always talk about they can't do this and can't do that, but we can do this, and this is a great story. So walk us around here. Show us this area right here.
This area right here, this is the bar area. I had them ask me what it is VIP. It's only for the vibe. Anybody can sit here. You can enjoy your drinks. You can enjoy your meals. You can just enjoy your friends. Maybe you can hear it, maybe you can't, but we keep music playing throughout the building, throughout the establishment at all times, just to kind of set the mood in here. So this is a part of the bar area. This is another part of the bar area with a
grand piano, yeah.
We just want to give people with different talents or somewhere to come play around on the piano with. How you doing, man? Welcome to True Soul.
And you got this?
Oh yeah, first time?
Yeah, this is my first time too, sir.
Bringing my family out Sunday to eat.
Okay. Okay, take your time, man. I got a menu right here. You can order takeout right here if you please. We got a bar right there. You just take
and that's his fiance right there.
I got to be to work at 4:30. I have to do a takeout and be to work there.
Oh yeah, what time we got?
It's 4 o'clock.
Kevin Jefferies, this might be a gentleman to get on your show. This is the type of positive thing that you have on your show. If you didn't hear Kevin, this gentleman under COVID, he quit his job and got his money and put it into his dream. And this dude got a food truck and 2 locations in less than a year, man, Kevin. And
working on the third.
Working on that third. And Kevin, this place is crazy. Everybody who's watching, this is the dining area.
I think the capacity in here, if I'm not mistaken, is about 400. For the whole building, the capacity is about 1,000. I had my birthday last year, May 16th, and I had about 700 people in here. It was a beautiful experience.
And you got the LED lighting in here. It's got that banquet room feel. Is that kind of what you was trying to go for?
That's exactly what we were going for. I think in the last 2 months, I may have had about 17 events just in the dining room, banquet events just in the dining room.
Yeah.
And the ballroom, we maybe have had about 10 to 12 in the last 2 months. Birthday parties, wedding anniversaries, retirement parties. I personally had my engagement party back there, and I have my wedding here also.
Right.
I had a whole wedding here. I'm gonna shut the building down and had a whole wedding here.
See, and that's funny because you do go into a lot of businesses, and a lot of people will rent their places out, but you don't know it because of the way their atmosphere and how they have it. That's why when I walked in here, the first thing I had to ask was, "Oh, is this like an event place?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, because they had the feel right away, and I was like, "Man, if they're not using this as an event place, they're not making."
Yeah, that's right.
Making yeah.
And as successful as we are with our food and our restaurant part of it, I mean, the event part and the bar part is as successful. I mean, major hit.
Wow, there's a big spot. So again, it's right, the spot is right off of I-85, right here in North Carolina. They had, like I said, there was a sign on the highway, and I was just like, oh, okay, let me just check this spot out. And I'm just going to show you guys the menu before he shows us the private room. This is the menu here. So we're down south, so you see the chitlins, pig feet, ribs, pork chops, turkey barbecue, turkey wings. I'm about to get into this hamburger and gravy, and then they got all this different chicken, baked, fried, white, dark, jerk, curry. They got a big old menu for seafood. They got the crab cakes, they got the seafood bisque, flounder, shrimp and chicken Alfredo. Then you got your sides, then you got your sandwiches, and then you got your desserts. It's calling my name now. I'm worried because we're driving. We're heading back to Massachusetts, and I'm real fearful right now of catching the itis after eating this food. Because you know how a good true soul food spot is. They gonna have me pulling over, busting a Homer Simpson. Now this is his
private room, what we call the ballroom.
This is the ballroom.
Actually, before it was the ballroom, it was I don't know if you guys had these where you from, but it was like a sweepstakes, a casino.
Yeah, we have
It
them.
was set up as a casino. We
Really?
set the whole thing out, man. We put the chandeliers in here. We put the whole music and light system in here. Shout out to DJ Fade from Virginia. He came and did everything completely from scratch. Even the uplights, he put our M-room on the uplights. And
Oh,
all
damn.
customized, and it's just...
Is that a drop down? Is that a drop down screen?
70-inch projector.
What? So you could host sporting
Yes, sir.
Super Bowl parties.
We did March Madness here. That was a big hit. We're gonna be doing all the events here. Me personally, I'm a big NFL fan, so we're gonna be doing all the games here. It's a blessing, man. I want to say why I got an audience that it is a blessing. And,
Yeah.
Your hard work and your dedication pays off when you can see your own vision, when you believe in yourself, and when you got a relationship with God. I mean, I do, and I just trusted in myself because I heard him talking to me, so I trusted in myself, and I had a partner as my fiance. She believed in me more than I believe in myself. Pamela Lynn Bullock, which is her cousin, she saw a lot of ambition in me and was able to pull it up out of me, and I'm just grateful.
Wow, it's good to hear you give props like that. Yeah, that's strong, man. Look at this. He got the dance floor.
It's nice. All custom too, man. It's all custom.
And you put the buffet food right out here too,
Yes,
if
sir.
you want to.
Usually when somebody have an event here, they like to set up tables because we have the tables that come when you rent it and the chairs. They like to set up their tables for their families, and we serve them buffet. We just set the buffet up and let them eat off the buffet.
You guys got any social media that people can reach out?
We do. True Soul Food. On Facebook, we're True Soul Food. On Instagram, we're True Soul Food without the E, TRU, True Soul Food. And on Snapchat, we're True Soul Food. So you can follow us on all platforms. We also have a website, truesoulfood.com. So we can be reached at all three. You can leave reviews. You can do whatever you like.
Oh, I'm leaving the review. So real quick, just give them that address to your locations.
1597 U.S. Highway 56, Butner, North Carolina, 27552. And also 1102 Golson Street, Oxford, North Carolina, 27565.
And how can you get that truck if they wanted to? If they're driving around, how do
reach
yeah?
the truck, you can either call the Creedmoor business number, which is 919-964-8038. Or you can call my personal number, which is 919-482-2923. And again, my name is Ray.
Oh, so you'll bring the truck out to events if somebody. Oh, so you got a menu that you set up for that?
I got some set up in Atlanta later this year. Where I'm taking the truck too. I got about four spots in South Carolina I'm going to. I got to go to Rocky Mount for a Juneteenth celebration, so I take the truck pretty much anywhere I can. Anywhere I can, man.
Damn, he's holding it down.
Actually, it's rules and regulations, so you kind of have to be attached to a restaurant to do a lot of traveling. But I was thinking about doing a tour around the United States on a food truck. my fiance, so if I can work that out, man, y'all can look forward to seeing me.
Yeah, that'd be great because we'd love to see you up in the northeast area, Rhode Island, or Rhode Island's got a little spot on the beach where they have like 20, 30 food trucks on the weekends, and they park there and they just sit there on the beach. It's good. It's good food. It's right off of 95, so I would definitely zip down to Rhode Island and catch you there.
We're working, man. We're working. I'm trying to find out anything I got to do to make that happen because that's something I really want, and that's something I want to in the future.
And I'm gonna link up with this dude because trust and believe me, this shirt is fire.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That shirt is fire. He's got all his employees wearing it. I told him straight out the bat if he had a double XL, $20, I would have dropped 20 right now on the shirt, and I would have wore it on the show Tuesday night because it's all about supporting each other. And like I said, and Kevin, if you're still on. Me and Kevin Jefferies talk about this. We've got a show that we're working on that's coming up talking, and really the title of the show is going to be Raw Discussions for the Black Community, but Afraid to Ask. And we've got these topics that are in the black community that only black people need to be talking about because we need to fix it. And your story is a great story. You got a lot of dudes in the hood that complain about being held down.
That's right. I was one of those guys one time, so let me say again.
Oh, shoot. Okay, that's good to admit that.
Guys,
yeah.
I might seem like I got all the sense in the world and I got to put together, man, but it took a whole lot of growing and a whole lot of learning, and I come from the worst of the worst.
There you go, preach.
I come from the worst of the worst, man. I barely graduated high school because I didn't take time to do work. I graduated with a 1.8 GPA. I never had how I learned. I learned work ethic from my father, so I always had work ethic. The way I got to where I'm at and the way I learned my knowledge and I gained my knowledge was networking. My brother pulled me to the side when I was 21 years of age. I moved to Raleigh with him. It was gangbanging. And my brother told me, he said, bro, come here, bro. I said, why you mean mugging him? I don't know. He said, well, you don't know what that man got from you. You know what I'm saying? He can have any type of knowledge that you might need. Don't mean mug the next man just because he's black. You don't do that when you walk past.
Yes. Thank you.
I had to sit back and think about it. If I was going to walk past a white man, I wouldn't just be mean mugging him for no reason. So why am I doing it to my brother? So then I learned to open my mouth and I learned to start speaking to people and I learned to start picking up the knowledge that the next man had. And through networking, I ended up here. This is strictly networking, believing in myself and believing in God.
Yo, God brought me here. God brought me here. Yo, I believe in shit. I believe things happen for a reason. And yo, for real, Kevin Jefferies, he got a wedding coming up. He's getting married. He's hosting the Happy Hour Leader Show. Kevin Jefferies just said, tell him to bring that truck to Virginia Beach. Kevin.
I'll make it happen.
He's getting married. Yeah, he's getting married in September, Virginia Beach.
September?
Yep.
Reach out to me.
Kevin.
I'm going to tag myself in this live so they'll have my information. Virginia is right up the road. I plan on coming to the beach up there anyway. I take my vacations at Virginia Beach, man.
Oh, see, Kevin's laughing. So Kevin Jefferies, man, shit happens for a reason. Wow, God works in mysterious ways.
True
again.
Indeed.
Ooh, so tell him your name again, the business.
I go by Ray. My name is Ray Fitz. The name of the business is True Soul Food Kitchen, Oxford, North Carolina, Butler, North Carolina. I just want to say thank you to all my people because my people support heavy. We do have a melting pot of customers from Latin to white to black to old to young. I got a melting pot. But I do want to say to my community, thank you a million times over because it's so often we got a crab in a bucket mentality and we don't want to see people do good. And I got to say, since the beginning, it's been nothing but lifting.
Damn, there you go. There you go. So this is your boy Sinista1. Y'all don't need to see my mug before we get out here. But again, if you're down here in North Carolina, right off of I-85, if you see them signs for True Soul Food, put the blinker on. Put the blinker on. And like I said, I'm worried. I'm scared for myself right now because I'm about to go tear up this menu, get me some food, and I'm worried about that itis on the ride home because We're about to tear this up. So, actually, people, I'm going to take some pictures. I'll be posting the pictures of the plates when we get them. But thanks for tuning in. It's your boy, Sinista1. I'll be back on the air next Tuesday night, 7 p.m. We out of here. Peace. True Soul Food. There's the card right there. 2 locations plus a food truck. Make sure to check them out. Good food, good stuff. Look. And there's the menu right there. Cornbread. That was actually Veana's plate right there. That's the shrimp and chicken Alfredo with the garlic bread and the collard greens. And Veana got the mac and cheese to go. And I was angry that I didn't get mac and cheese because the mac and cheese was crazy. So, but hey, we got to get ready to get out of here. Before I mention what we got going on this weekend, I got to mention a couple of things here. Let's see. Boom. Beanies. Sinista1 beanies are still out there. Baseball caps are on the way. Lids was supposed to hit me up like 2 weeks ago. I got to find out what's going on with them and my baseball caps. But I got to thank everybody who bought beanies. But the season for beanies is kind of it's kind of winding down. DJ Bobby Steels, you guys saw DJ Bobby Steels in the chat. There he is up there supporting the brand with a Sinista1 Productions hat. So I got to show love to him. Say thank you to him. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Oscar Mike Radio, Matty C Sports for you and me. Also Kevin Jefferies, Happy Hour with Lito, Talk Back with Gloria Shea. And I'm going to mention these topics up here first. Let's get into these topics I want to show you guys. Boom, boom. And get back to show you what's coming up this weekend. As you got these photos here from the week. But this weekend, Veana Marie is performing in 2 different locations. She will be at the Juneteenth Festival, which is going to be at the Kennedy Pavilion in Fall River. That's from 11 to 5. And then later on that night, she's going to be at the Dope World Showcase, which is 4 Spring Lane in Taunton. And as you guys can see there, Bad Bitch Mafia is going to be there. BBM. You guys look over on the right. Ray Royale is going to be there. I believe Exit Fame, DJ Boom, K Watts. It's going to be a good time. So you want to make sure you guys head on down and check us out. But hey, that's the end of the show. We're heading out of here. Again, we've got a lot of events coming up. So you want to be following us on Facebook, Instagram, and everything. Everything. Oh, and before I get out of here, Biden bombshells. There wasn't Biden bombshells tonight. He met with Putin earlier this week, and the discussion went well. It was productive. Let's see where they go from here. Because if you guys remember, Putin was called a cold-blooded killer, murderer, or something of that effect by Biden, prior. So let's see what happens. Ron Drago, what's going on in the chat? My fellow slingshot buddy. I got John Fidel in the chat. I got Ron Drago in the chat. Like I said, the slingshots was rolling deep. Vengeance, Miss Neon was out there rolling. And the pictures are on my Facebook page. The pictures are on my Instagram. And I'll be posting more stuff. I'm trying to get some more things in with these guys and some more rides as the slingshot group is growing in this area. But other than that, hey, it is 7 o'clock. Actually, 8 o'clock. And all I got to say is thank you guys for all the love. And I'm happy. I'm happy with everything. And we will be back next week here on the booth. SpongeBob, do me a favor. Take us home.
Well, see you next Tuesday. Thank you for listening to The Booth on Hoobazoo and HatcherRadio.com. Please follow the Facebook page and subscribe to the podcast at Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. The Booth is a Sinista1 production hosted by Sinista1.
I've got to start hanging out with friends that are a little more intelligent and understand politics and stuff. It's just that I'm up on this level up here, and all my friends are down here. Me, nah. You guys, nah. Maybe a little more down in here. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
I smoke, I drink, I do my thing. These bitches hating, so you know I got to make it plain. Don't do cocaine with your chick, my main. We stick together, true forever, yeah, you know we bang. I miss those days, which was easy. If only I made it, bitch, don't repeat. Now that I done upgraded, that I've been upstate, but y'all think I'm playing. And I got a hit now for these weak ass hoes who think I ain't slaying. Try me, and I'll probably end up laughing, cause I never back down. I'm that chick with a clean ass whip, I don't need that shit, I got my own now. I get hurt, I get tired of fussing, fighting, guess I gotta crack down. Don't mess with me, cause on everything I'ma have to bring the whole city out.
WHOOBAZOO, that's Whoobazoo.com. WHOOBAZOO.com.
Out, Pluto. Ice with a dripping down my wrist one time. Living like a player, I can hit one time. Got one Glock on me, get hit a full time. Yes, it's back to the trap, it's been a long time. Selling bean pie, but I ain't a bow tie. She really can't swim when she ain't a bow ride. Yeah, you flexing with a winner this time. Got money on my mind, it's been a long grind. Ice with a dripping down my wrist one time. Living like a player, I can hit one time. Got one Glock on me, get hit a full time. Yes, it's back to the trap, it's been a long time. Selling bean pie, but I ain't a bow tie. She really can't swim when she ain't a bow ride. Yeah, you flexing with a winner this time. Got money on my mind, it's been a long grind.